I'm going to apologize first of all because I'm a bit sick and you can tell because my voice sounds awful, but I didn't want to wait any longer to make this video. I did wait just a little bit because I wanted to fact check some things. I've come to the realization that I can't fully because there are so many fake news and misinformations about this, because many people have opinions and they say them as facts. So I'm going to tell you what I know. I trust my sources. You can trust them or not. If someone from Spain is watching this, they probably will comment, I don't agree with this is not true. Just so you know, it's not that it's true or not, it's that for the most part we don't even know. But there's some other things that I can address fully, and I want to because this is a very important situation. It has been very stressful for the people living there particularly, but everyone in Spain has been emotional and on edge and we're kind of frustrated and disappointed. If you don't know what I'm talking about specifically Valencia in Spain, Comunidad Valenciana. If you don't know what the communities in Spain are, just think of states in the United States. It's kind of the equivalent here. A week and a half ago, as I'm filming this, probably 2 weeks for you, maybe a little bit longer, there was like a really big storm. You might have heard of this. If you have heard Dana, D-A-N-A, which basically means like a big storm. Like the term is way more complex. I've heard what this is. I'm not quite sure if it's about the temperatures of the sea creating these clouds. The important thing is that it's a really big storm. And when I say big, I mean dangerous. It has created one of the biggest floods in Spain ever. The main problem has been that the alert was way later than it was supposed to be. Since it's such a dangerous storm, you always, when it rains, you always get an alert. It can be like a yellow alert, an orange alert, I believe, or maybe just one of the two, and then the red alert. You have to specifically specify that it's like big, that is dangerous and that people should stay home. It wasn't to citizens 12 hours after the rain started, so by the time people were getting the alert, they were outside, they were in the middle of roads, they were in garages, they were trapped basically, even at home, because they didn't have supplies. Now people don't have water, don't have food, don't have electricity. Sometimes there are some people that are really struggling, but also there's people that have lost their homes. There's people that have lost the loved ones, because there were, I believe, is 214 deaths at this point. This has been a catastrophe, very big. People from all parts of Spain are donating money and, like I'm saying, cleaning supplies. There has been volunteers going there to help clean the city. This has been a really big thing, and the problem is what people are criticizing the most is again the alert. But the thing is, no one fully knows whose responsibility was to send the alert, because as I've researched, I believe the problem was the government in the community, not the Spain government. Now many people are criticizing them, many people are saying that they should step up and intervene, even though they can't technically, because it's the community responsibility. Since they're not doing enough, the government in Spain should intervene and send the military forces and firefighters and everyone who can help. So everyone is being criticized at the moment. Many people disagree whose fault it is. To me, it's not that important. It is, of course, but right now, especially not right now, but like a week ago, where some dead bodies haven't been found yet, and people were just trying to point someone to blame. It's like, this is not the time. Like, the time right now is to save people, because some people were trapped again in their houses, in garages. There was this woman that was trapped in her house for like 3 days next to a dead body. I think it was her sister-in-law or something like that. Like, we're talking about surviving here. People are not trying to live, they're trying to survive. And the fact that we're just worrying about whose fault it is and trying to politicize everything. And listen, I'm the first one that I think politics are involved in everything or most things, but like, this is a topic from a month from now. You know, a month from now we could start talking about whose fault was it, who should take responsibility responsibility for this, but the thing is, people were trying to point at people. Also, politicians were trying to get rid of these allegations and say, no, this wasn't my fault, this was this other person's fault. And it's like, this is just not the time. Like, I'm so pissed because all the citizens, I feel like we were so worried about people there. Again, people have been so helpful because there has been so many of them in the city, in villages, in towns nearby that has cleaned the city themselves and tried to do their best. That's really comforting to know that people are willing to help, but also at the same time it's like they shouldn't be the ones doing this because that's what the military is for, that's what the firefighters are for. I believe that because it was the community responsibility to take care of this, they weren't letting the Spain military in the community, and it's like, this is just not the time for politics like this. Like, this is not about an ideology, this is about people's lives. Some people have lost everything, and some people were just trying to survive because they didn't have water, they didn't have electricity, they didn't have resources. I give credit, and I want to really give credit to police officers and everyone who was involved in helping, but at the same time I've seen videos of police officers, like the police itself have posted that they were arresting someone that was trying to steal shoes, but I'm quoting this because pen down, and you can tell that the person was barefoot, and it's like, are you so proud of this that you're posting it, that someone that doesn't have any shoes on because they've lost everything, because this is a very specific situation, they're just trying to get shoes, they can't buy them because people are not working in most places, stores are so flooded and everything is dirty and wet and it's not useful anymore in so many cases. I've also seen in supermarkets, in grocery stores, people trying to get some food from there, food that you couldn't sell anymore because it was again covered in mud. Police officers arresting them, and it's like, why are you so proud of this? Right now, rules don't apply. You know what I mean? This type of rules, because again, it's like, it's things that you can't even sell anymore. They're not useful. Why are we prioritizing politics and laws that are not big? Because obviously you're not going to kill someone just because it's a specific situation. But we're talking stealing, and I'm quoting the word steal because it's not even stealing anymore. That was going to be in the trash anyway, so why can't you just use it? It's like, it's so insane to me that people are not prioritizing what it should be prioritized right now. And as I'm telling you this, I don't know if you can help anymore. We've been making donations and things like that. At this point, I don't know what the situation is exactly, but I just wanted to raise a bit of awareness about this, just because you don't have to care about Spain, because you will think probably there are a lot of war zones and the situation there is awful and it's worse, and I agree, I totally agree. I'm just saying that, first of all, prioritize what should be prioritized. I think that's the headline here, but also take care of people around you, because again, volunteers and people from the city were so applaud, as they should be, because they were being so helpful and they saved people. Like, I've seen some young guys helping an old lady get out of her house, and I don't know, I just help everyone you can, everyone nearby, and also take care of yourself. If you're in a situation where you're in danger, environmental issues, by again, if you're in a war zone or something, just take care of yourself, take care of people surrounding you. Think what's important, because sometimes we just think about life in general, and in this type of circumstances, it's not about living, it's about surviving. Our priorities should be very different than what they usually are, and I think we should be aware of this, and sometimes we're just not. We're just so selfish, and I don't know, we just focus on the wrong thing many times. So I just wanted to speak about this, and the fact that they weren't warned in time, it's just such a shame. And I don't know, I don't even know how to finish this video because I'm just devastated right now, but everyone in Spain is, so I just wanted you to know this, just because I always bring to you news from Spain and what's happening in Spain and how people in Spain live certain things and how we feel, and right now this is the situation. If you can help any way you can, please do. If you can, again, you don't even need to spend money to help others, because I'm sure that your neighbor next door, your friend, your grandma, someone needs just a conversation, someone just needs someone to help them with something. You can always do something to help, and I think that's just so important. I just finished this video here. Let me know in the comments what you want me to talk about, to react to, and I'll see you next week. Have a nice week. Please take care of yourselves, please do.